Welcome to Study Loop.
Our question says that a ball is thrown horizontally at 23.7 meters per second from the roof of a building and lands 31 meters from the base of the building. How high is the building? Okay, so for this question, I'm going to choose downward to be the positive y direction. And the origin is going to be the point in where the ball is thrown from the roof of the building. Okay, so in the beginning, we are told that the velocity in the x direction, which I write as vx of 0, is 23.7 meters per second, and that the range it travels then relative to our origin point is 31 meters. So x is 31 meters. The time of flight is something we're going to need to calculate, okay? Also, and we can calculate it from these values, right? Because we know how long it travels or how fast it was traveling in the x direction and how far it travels in the x direction. And so we can use that to calculate the time that it travels. We also know that the acceleration in the y direction is 9.8 meters per second squared, because that's the acceleration due to gravity. And we want to figure out what our y value is, what the height of the building is, okay? So first, let's go ahead and start out by calculating the time of flight. So x is equal to the velocity in the x direction. So the distance traveled is equal to the velocity times the time traveled. Okay, solve for time. This is going to be the distance traveled, which is 31 meters, divided by the velocity traveled, which is 23.7 meters per second. Meters cancel, and we're left with units of seconds, which is what we expect since it's time. And this is 1.31 seconds. Okay, so now that we have that, we can go ahead and find the vertical displacement, which is the height of the building, by applying equation 2-12b to the vertical motion. Okay, so that equation is y is equal to y naught, which is our initial height, okay, plus vy0, the initial velocity in the y direction, times the time, okay, which gives us units of meters, which is what we're looking for, plus 1/2 times the acceleration in the y direction times t squared, which also meters per second squared times t squared gives us meters, which is also what we expect. Okay, so since I defined the origin to be 0, 0 at the height of the building, so our initial point where the ball is thrown is 0, so we can just say that term 0. The initial velocity in the y direction is 0 because the ball was thrown horizontally, so all of that goes to 0, and we're left with 1/2 ayt squared. Okay, so 1/2 ay is 9.8 meters per square second. It's not very good. So let's fix that. There we go. Okay. You're going to multiply this by the time, which we just found to be 1.31 seconds. All right. And this comes out to be 8.38 meters. So that is the height of the building.